Hello and welcome to Courage to Overcome. Today I want to talk about the different stages of grief you experience after leaving a narcissist. When you have been in a relationship with an abusive person, especially a narcissist, you go through different stages of grief, just like someone who is mourning the death of a loved one. Leaving a toxic romantic relationship can be an extremely challenging and emotionally draining experience. It is a journey that often involves navigating through various stages of grief. These stages, similar to those experienced when grieving the loss of a loved one, can actually help individuals heal and move forward. Today I just want to explore the different stages of grief after leaving a toxic romantic relationship, highlighting the importance of acknowledging and understanding these stages in order to facilitate personal growth and recovery. So the first stage is anger. If you have left a toxic relationship, you will probably have feelings of anger at yourself at missing the red flags that are now so obvious. You remember how your friends or family were unsure of this person and their behavior and warned you about them, but you ignored them. And now you feel kind of stupid because you didn't listen to them, and now you are in this situation. You feel like the whole relationship was a lie and you were deceived. You feel taken advantage of. You felt like you were brainwashed. You felt manipulated. You felt you were treated terribly. You may start thinking about making them hurt the way they hurt you. You may start thinking about revenge. But I think that's where you need to stop and realize that continuous anger does not keep us in or keep you in a healthy state. So just remember, anger does not work out the righteousness of God. So the next stage is denial and doubt. You're in a state of disbelief. You can't believe that this is happening to you. Maybe you got it wrong. He can't be a narcissist. You must have imagined it. Maybe you are the narcissist. After all, this is what he said you were. When you find out he moves on with someone new and seems to be happy, you start feeling like maybe it was you. Maybe, you've made a mistake as, he's happy with someone else. Maybe it could have been worked out. Maybe you shouldn't have been so harsh on him. Then, you wouldn't have had to leave. And he would have stayed. You begin to doubt your decisions. What about all the good times you've had? Did that not count for anything? You begin to ask yourself the question, how could someone who loved me hate me at the same time? How could a person lack empathy? You try to convince yourself that he loves you and this is all a bad dream, and you'll wake up in the morning and realize it's not real. But you need to remind yourself of what you really experienced with this person, as there is the danger of you wanting to return to the relationship if you are the one who left initially. The next stage is the depression stage. At this stage, you feel quite sad. The relationship is over. He has moved on with someone else. You are alone with no partner. You now start feeling what you've lost, your time and money and self-respect. Most importantly, you've lost yourself. You feel all your dreams are shattered and all the plans for the future with this person is over. Now you have to start anew with someone else. Maybe at this point you're crying a lot. You won't get out of the house. You are listless and miserable. So the next stage involves accepting the reality of the toxic relationship for what it was, and finding peace within yourself. Individuals acknowledge the pain they have experienced, but no longer allow it to define them, to define you at all. For instance, after leaving the toxic relationship, you have reached a point of acceptance now, embracing your newfound freedom and focusing on personal growth. The next stage is the overcoming stage. Everything all seems to make sense to you. You suddenly realize you made the right decision. after going through therapy or counseling or through research or coaching or just praying and joining support groups, that everything seems to make sense. And you realize you can make it through this horrible period. In fact, you are making it through by the grace of God. You have a new understanding about yourself and about other people, and you want to take it a step further. And this is when you start to think about what's next for you. So the next stage, the final stage, is finding yourself. You are now at that stage where you want to get back to who you were as a person before this relationship. You recognize fully that you were in a very toxic relationship, and you want to put this all behind you. You want to learn from your mistakes, as you don't ever want to be in a position where you are in another toxic relationship. You want to regain your sense of value and worth by learning more about yourself. It's about rediscovering your authentic self and becoming who God created you to be, a better version of you. You want to start afresh. You want to start anew. This is a new season of your life, and you want to be able to enjoy your life as you look at the bright future you have ahead of you. As the Bible says, weeping may endure for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this episode. The next episode I'll be talking about steps to finding yourself again after the end of a toxic relationship. Stay blessed.